Parkland Community Health Plan believes in improving every life we touch as good stewards to those we serve. With that in mind, we want to provide information and assistance to our members during the COVID-19 crisis. Our healthcare experts will offer you valuable insights through videos like this one. We have Sabrina Kuhn, Vice President of Quality for Parkland Community Health Plan, to discuss access to care. Sabrina, thanks for taking the time to help.
Thank you, David, for having me.
Great. Sabrina, Parkland Community Health Plan members might be wondering what they can do if their doctor's office is closed. Can you help?
Yes, absolutely, David. That's a great question. For many of our members during this trying period, it's interesting now that you call your doctor's offices and either you don't get anyone at all or nobody's answering the phone. And I'll tell you, the thing to remember is that you really want to continue to call your primary care offices or whoever your regular doctor's offices are, because at present, we are now offering a lot of services that we didn't before. We have options such as having telehealth services where maybe you would schedule an appointment and a time specifically to talk to your practitioner. That way they would interview you over the phone, just like an in-person appointment. In addition to that, we have a lot of other types of video conferencing options for members where they can call right into their doctor. And the way you and I are talking right now, David, they have an opportunity to really talk with their practitioner and see them face to face.
What I've learned through doing all these Zoom calls with people like you is how much it actually feels like you're with the person. So you're telling me we can have this same type of interaction with our doctors?
Absolutely. And isn't it so much nicer to see someone's face? It is. And I'll tell you, with your trusty smartphone that most of us have in our possession, or at least access to one, you can just pull up your live video chat and you're right in the room with your doctor as if you're not missing a beat. So it's something for us to consider, a nice new option.
I think that's great. It adds a level of convenience, and hopefully even once we beat this crisis and move on, we'll still be able to leverage things like the telemedicine and telehealth through Zoom. So you mentioned some other things. What are some of the other things that our members can take advantage of?
So David, we have to be honest. There are some practitioners' offices that are closed right now, for the safety of their own health and their members' health. So we have things such as the nurse advice line, and that's where you can call directly into a hotline. You will be able to talk right with a nurse who can answer any specific questions that you might have. If you're having any symptoms at this point, they can guide and direct you into the right level of care, or even to a provider who may be open at the time if yours is not. So we do have options. In addition to that, if you cannot reach your provider specifically, feel free to call into the Parkland Community Health Plan Member Services Department. We are happy to talk to you and guide you and connect you with providers who are open or even able to make these types of video appointments.
Sounds like there's a lot of options for our members. That's Sabrina Kuhn, Vice President of Quality for Parkland Community Health Plan. Thanks, Sabrina.
Thank you so much for having me, David.
Parkland Community Health Plan will continually provide videos to help members during the COVID-19 crisis. If you need additional information, go to parklandhmo.com.